Happy Thanksgiving, and thanks for joining us from the Ohio AgNet Voice You Know with the News You Trust studio, sponsored by Grain Equipment Company, where innovation meets execution. I'm Dusty Sonnenberg. Well, partly cloudy skies, but the sun's peeking out right now. 36 degrees on the barn thermometer. Unfortunately, this is about as warm as it's going to be. It looks like we're in for much colder temperatures with a wintry feel for the next week. This quick programming note, be sure to tune in on Monday as we get an update from the Ohio Corn and Wheat Growers Association. Then on Tuesday during midday, Dale will be visiting with this year's winning county fair in the Farm Credit Mid-America Feed the Hungry, Stock the Trailer contest. I'm visiting today with Dr. Laura Lindsay, OSU Extension soybean and small grain specialist. Dr. Lindsay, let's take a quick look at this year's growing season and how the yields came out.
Our yields were very variable this year. I was surprised our northern locations yielded a little bit lower than I expected. We were in the high 40s to high 50s in our performance trials in Henry and Sandusky County. And since the drought came in later up there, I thought yields would be higher. But then, I forgot how wet it was early on. So I think that wet early season followed by dry later really took a toll on the soybeans. In northern Ohio, our more southern areas, and we're in Preble and Clinton County, so not in the heart of where the drought was at, were surprisingly good. In Preble, Clinton County, we were averaging mid to high 70s in our performance trials.
Well, let's talk more specific numbers at some of the different locations you had.
Yeah, so our highest average yield was actually in Licking County this year. So our late variety trial, so late relative maturities, yielded an average of 85 bushels per acre. And then in our early trial, we actually had one variety that yielded 101 bushels per acre.
Wow.
Which is remarkable. Yes.
Absolutely is. Well, what about on the other end then, when we saw you said some lower numbers to the north? How did that fare out?
Yeah, so our average in Sandusky County for our early relative maturities was 38 bushels. So that's a pretty big swing. Going to our lowest 38 average to our highest average, which was 85 in Licking.
So all these results have been posted at ohioagnet.com, and obviously you've also had them available through the Corn newsletter. Guest again today, Dr. Laura Lindsay, OSU Extension State Soybean and Small Grain Specialist. Dr. Lindsay, thanks so much for all your work.
Yep, thank you.
Let's take a look at that updated Thanksgiving weather forecast brought to us by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com.
Precipitation is moving away here through the balance of your Thanksgiving day, but colder air is blasting in. I'm Chief Meteorologist Ryan Martin. Let's take a quick look at that Ohio forecast update. Taking a quick look at the ideas here as I want to head back to the table and pick up a little bit more turkey. But it does look like precipitation is moving east relatively easily. Clouds, they're pretty thick, but I think we see some breakup, particularly in northwest Ohio before the day is done. Bitter cold air starts to race in with strong north and northwest flow starting overnight tonight, going right on through tomorrow and the weekend. That sets us up with lake effect. A large part of that is going to be lake effect clouds and flurries anywhere in the state, but as you get close to the Lake Erie shoreline, especially in northeast Ohio, look out. We could see accumulations pretty easily over the next few days, well into next week. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thanks, Ryan. Stay tuned. We'll be back to take a look at your markets after this.
In any year, your best harvest is only a few upgrades away. Seed Consultants exclusively serves the Eastern Corn Belt, combining our deep knowledge of local conditions with high-performing products fit for your acres. Most importantly, our customized services put our products and your business in a position to succeed. We help you start with better to grow your best. Visit seedconsultants.com to learn why our products and services are simply better.
Let's get an analysis on today's markets from Leist Mercantile. This update brought to us by Brandt, helping growers take control for over 70 years.
I'm Ryan Metzger with Leist Mercantile, wishing you a happy Thanksgiving. Over the weekend, Trump announced his cabinet pick of Brooke Rollins for Ag Secretary. The future Ag Secretary has a tough road ahead, as they will potentially need to navigate Trump's tariff-induced trade wars with our largest trading partners. They will also need to work with Congress to get aid to farmers who suffered great losses this year, as well as getting a new and comprehensive farm bill passed, and they'll need to do so while also avoiding the new DOGE department that is on the hunt for $2 trillion of cost cuts. And maybe most importantly, shoring up our domestic biofuel policy that will have to be fortified in order to help make up for the potential losses of our corn export markets and further loss of our soybean markets as a result of this foreshadowed Trade War 2.0. Please visit our website, lifemercantile.com, to learn more about our grain marketing program and crop insurance services.
Thanks, Ryan. And with the Thanksgiving holiday, the markets are closed for today, but looking back at how they closed yesterday, December corn was down 4 1/4 cents at 4.15 3/4, while March corn was unchanged at 4.28 and May corn was unchanged at 4.35 1/4. January soybeans closed up 5 1/4 cents at $9.88 3/4, while March soybeans were up 3 at $9.97 and May beans were up 2 1/4 at $10.10 3/4. Wheat for December was down 1 3/4 at 5.37 3/4. The July 25 new crop wheat was down 9 1/4 cents at $5.65 3/4. December live cattle ended the day up $1.10 at $1.88 even. December lean hogs were down 70 cents at $82.40, and feeder cattle for March were up 82 cents, $257.30. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your time with friends and family. You're listening to the Ohio AgNet.